Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Corey the Man back in here. We did a video about I think like a few months ago. We did five teams to go to in NBA 2K25. You know when the game first came well, it was actually like 5 days before the game came out. That's one of my most watched videos. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So this is WWE 2K25. Um let's see, 2K25, new amazing game mode leak, the city free roam coming. Let's see what they talking about. I got a video I'm gonna upload right after here, this one, but let's get into this one.
We were talking about it last night on stream. I wanted to do one better. For those that missed out, here's the video. And you saw the title of this one. It's about the leak that came out just a couple days ago by Hip Hop Gamer. This dude came out and spilled the beans saying that he had some inside info and that he was for sure going to give us the details, and ended up mentioning that we are going to get a city in WWE 2K25. I don't know how true that is, if I'm honest with you. He also went on to say that there's going to be intergender wrestling, and he just talked about the showcase being the bloodline, bigger, better, and bolder. I don't know. I gotta be honest with you guys. I do see Roman Reigns with a showcase. I do see WWE trying to replicate the experience that NBA 2K has done so well for a good amount of time now, but I just don't see it in 2K25. They have yet to get the servers right. It's taken them a while just to improve the online experience. They've been tweaking my faction and still haven't really regulated it where it feels balanced and fun for everyone, unless you're spending money to get Persona cards. So I just think there's bigger fish to fry, like Just Brian says. It's the truth. It's the reality of the situation. We need to fix the game as it stands before we get into all these other experiences that can potentially make this a beautiful wrestling just game for everyone, with the city being, something different than we've seen in the past. People are like, oh yeah, but I don't want it to be like NBA because it's going to be, big for nothing. It's not going to be fun. I think people that are saying that are just not knowing what they're saying. The reality of it is that there's just so much they could do with the wrestling world, with the universe as it stands, being able to go around and, instead of seeing a court, seeing a venue for a performance center to go train, or to go buy some wrestling gear for your avatar, or even enhance your social experience with your friends by inviting them and creating some sort of stable, going into matches online, going to the arena to play your career. There's just a variety of things they can do here, like they've done in NBA. What you see right here on your screen is footage from NBA 2K25 on Xbox Series X. It has crossplay. You can invite your friends from PS5, Xbox Series S as well, and you can go ahead and play some rec center, some park. You can fool around with some mini games as well, and you could go shopping. I could see something like this being beneficial for the WWE community. Wrestling fans would probably complain that this is not what they asked for initially, but once they get used to the idea of being able to customize even further the experience that they've already enjoyed through the years, it'll make you feel like you're living your best life like a superstar in the wrestling world. Now, there is going to be some downside to this if the servers haven't been fixed. That's a big if. The servers need to be the number one priority heading into next year's game, whether the city is actually there or not. Another thing I wanted to go over is that this is all rumors as it stands. Nothing has been confirmed by 2K themselves. They haven't come forward to officially announce anything. So take all of this with a grain of salt, ladies and gentlemen. Don't put too much stock in
Yeah,
this,
they
because
always
if
say
your
stuff in this
expectations
one
are
time
set
doesn't
through the
happen. It's
roof,
at least
then
like three
that's
to
going to
four
be the same
options
amount of disappointment that you're going
that's
to
not
get
gonna
if they
happen.
don't feature something that you thought would be
They
in the
would just put
game,
this in a
when in
difficult
reality
position
you
to
should
be
have never
fraudulent
thought that, because it was
because it's
never
not
really
like that news
confirmed
anyway.
or promoted. And that's why I started this video the way that I did, to be realistic about it.
It'd be
I don't
crazy if we
think
got some
that this
2K
is
shoes.
in the cards for
Like in the game, like you buy
2K25,
some 2K
but
shoes.
probably something that has been discussed. Now, that's not to say that we're not going to get a breakthrough year or game-changing
I ain't
features
gonna
for the
lie, my
franchise.
shoes don't
They've been
fit like this
promoting
more than
that
anybody else
in
been
their,
promoting the
description
Info
box, and
and
I'm
maybe
not taking those words lightly.
the Street
I
Fighter.
truly believe that we're going to get some
If
sort
they
of
don't, they got
significant update within the
New Day.
series,
They got
but not to the level of the city. Now, if we do get the city, I will be honest with you. Not only will I be surprised, and I'll give a huge shout out to the Hip Hop Gamer for breaking the story first, but I would be ecstatic that this is a possibility, and this is exactly what I've also mentioned in my streams and other videos in terms of thinking outside the box. Street Fighter has it, Tekken has it, Dragon Ball Z has had it in their games as well. The player hub is a good social experience that doesn't necessarily require for you to be online every single time you jump into the player hub to get into other game modes. It could be just the centerpiece to the WWE universe. I mean, the play on words, the marketing sells itself, right? You would think that this would have been something they would have implemented this, years ago, or would have considered this even for 2K24. Maybe the tech wasn't there, the budget wasn't there, but considering they've made so much money through the years, I could see this happening in the near future, if not already in place for 25. It's not about being positive or negative. It's more about just staying out of that unrealistic landscape, because I'm a big believer in the type of
HoneyBook completely changed how I do business. I'm a photographer in independent business. It's a fact. Running your own business is hard, but don't make it harder than it has to be. Get Honey.
I'm the type of fan that likes to consider things and digest things, and I don't shoot to the moon in terms of not creativity, but rather what they could do, the possibility of what they can achieve, right? Because if you look at the years past, it's all been update, here, update there. And yes, if you combine the experience that has evolved since 2022, it's a much better one now in 24, except for the online, but it's a much more fleshed out game with the molds, with the weapons, with the capabilities, just in general. So I think that the logical step forward is evolving and making this just blown out of proportion into something bigger that none of us could have ever anticipated. And the answer to that is the city. But, a big but is, will it happen? Grain of salt is like what I'm sticking to here. I don't believe it. I'll see it. I'll believe it when I see it. That's the best way I could word it. I'm unfiltered, guys. I'm not editing and sugarcoating it here. I want you to enjoy this year, but I can't sell you on it. I can't force you on it. And I sure as hell don't want to push my imagination to that extent. Whereas in the drop off is going to be massive. So without going on repeat from what I said on last night's stream, I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. And I want to leave you guys thinking about this. If the city were to come to 2K25, will you embrace it and accept it with open arms? Or will you be disappointed that they didn't give you other features that you wanted, like create a story? If you had to pick one or the other, basically. I'm Lex Express. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out.
Please don't put Panda. I know they're gonna put Penta in the DLC. I'll have Andrade. They better not put Andrade in the DLC. I'm gonna be so livid. Just throw it. Okay.